All right, Module Q is talking about person-centered care. We're going to define what that is and the characteristics of a facility that incorporates person-centered care. So person-centered care is basically a care model, okay? It's a way of going about caring for our residents. The definition here, person-centered care is the practice of basing resident care on individual resident needs, preferences, and expectations. And the key word there is individual. So again, it's about treating every resident as an individual. The goals of person-centered care, are to see the person as a unique individual, as special, one of a kind, with an individual history and background. The goal is to respect the skills and abilities of each individual, to support the person to be successful and maintain independence, and to help each person meet their needs for attachment, inclusion, occupation, and comfort. So they want to feel like they belong, like they have a purpose, and that they have meaningful relationships with others. To support the person as a member of a community. And that's what our goal is as well, to honor the importance of keeping the person at the center of their care plan and decision-making process. So when we say support them as a member of the community, that might be the nursing home community. That might be a church group that comes every Sunday. When we honor their importance of keeping them at the center of care, that's keeping them in control of their own bodies, of their own health decisions. So person-centered care and relationships. So it says there are no doubt that tasks are important in healthcare. You know, we have to pass medicines, we have to do therapies, we have to get meals served, we have to do their activities of daily living, et cetera, et cetera. But what person-centered care, that this model is that what matters most are the relationships. If a nursing home wants to be a welcoming home, it must begin by focusing on the relationships first. And that's the relationship between resident and the staff, among staff members, and between family members. These are key to producing the best quality of life for residents. So what the person-centered care model tells us is that we start by focusing on the relationship. Even when we're completing tasks, we're going to do a better job. We're going to make our residents feel respect, dignity, and have better quality of life. Person-centered care is the practice of basing care on individual and resident needs, preferences, and expectations. Where a person lives, whether it's at a home or in the nursing home facility, assisted living facility, wherever, that's their home. So each place should be made to be more like a home through person-centered caregiving and personal choice. So we want to encourage our residents to make choices about their living environment, about the activities they do each day, like walking and bathing and dining. Caregiver behaviors that encourage person-centered care include talking directly to the person, you know, who you're talking about, right, to get the most information and preferences, and trying to honor those individual preferences as much as possible. So resident choice fosters engagement and it improves quality of life. So residents have autonomy. They're able to direct their care and services. In-person models, they live in an environment with a lot of trust and respect. You will see that the residents and the staff members have close relationships and they're really in tune with each other. And when we're really in tune with our residents, we can observe and notice and respond to changes quickly, and it allows our residents to live in a way that feels meaningful to them. So federal regulations actually for nursing homes actually address and support person-centered care and the quality of life it gives. There are many ways that us as nurse aides, we can put person-centered care into practice in the nursing home or other settings. And it just gives a few examples. So examples of how to put care into practice. Support residents independent as they are able to and wish to be. Support residents' wishes directed and have their preferences honored. Support the relationships that the resident finds meaningful. So like family or friends that come to visit or a bingo group. support residents' sense of continuity and identity. So, for example, being able to practice their faith of choice. Pay attention to a resident's physical well-being and sense of safety. That might mean, letting the resident know, hey, this week lunches are going to be at, or next week lunches are going to be at 11:30 instead of 12, just for that week, but I want to give you a heads up. Just some examples. So person-centered care. So takeaways from this. It is through relationships that we come to understand ourselves, our coworkers, and our residents better. And with these strong relationships, we are better able to understand others' perspectives, preferences, and needs. And because of all that, we're then able to care for them better. So when you think of person-centered care, think of relationships and think of individuality. And that's going to help us to care for each person better and give them a better quality of life. So again, the goals of person-centered care: to see the person as an individual, respect their skills and abilities, support the person to be successful and maintain independence, help the person meet needs for attachment, inclusion, occupation, and comfort, support the person as a member of a community, and honor the importance of keeping the person at the center of the care planning and their decision-making process.